This is English Shorthand Dictation number 315, and the dictation speed is 120 words per minute. Ready? Start. Mr. Chairman, sir, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. The debate on the compulsory voting bill could not be concluded last time, and it was 2 years back. Now I have to continue my remaining speech on this bill. Sir, we know that India is a democratic country and our democracy is mature. That is why, way back in 1950, we included fundamental rights in our constitution. So, if we see the Constitution of India, Article 19 provides for freedom of speech and expression. The word expression means it is a right to express or not to express. So, if we enforce compulsory voting, then it goes against the mandate of Article 19 of the Constitution of India, which specifically provides that it is within the sweet will of the individual and the right to vote or not to vote is a fundamental right of the citizen. At the same time, if we see Article 21 of the Constitution of India, it says that no person shall be deprived of his life and liberty except in accordance with the law. When we see the word liberty, it includes the right to vote and not to vote. It includes both. So, it cannot be enforced in view of the mandate of fundamental rights which has been provided under Articles 19 and 21 of the Constitution. If such a law is enacted, then it will not withstand the tide of judicial scrutiny before the court of law. Mr. Chairman, sir, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my party's views on this bill. The bill proposes to amend the old acts of 1954 and 1958 and seeks to bring clarity on when Supreme Court and High Court judges are entitled to an additional quantum of pension or family pension on attaining a certain age. I appreciate the bill and the legislative clarification that this pension benefit to a retired judge shall be provided from the first day of the month in which the judge completes the age specified and not from the first day of his entering the age specified therein. My party has no difficulty in supporting this measure. However, the title of this bill refers to salaries and conditions of service of judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. This points to other issues that could usefully have been addressed in this bill, issues of far greater importance to the democratic foundations of our nation. The government should have considered using this bill to address and resolve the critical issues of the judiciary relating to conditions of service, such as matters of retirement age of judges, particularly high court judges, and the implications of that for pendency of cases in the courts. I would like to ask the minister whether there are any plans to increase the retirement age of the judges of the high courts from 62 to 65 years to bring them on par with the retirement age of the Supreme Court judges who retire at 65. Madam Speaker, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to say a few words as to why we have given the notice for the adjournment motion. Madam, recently the Honorable Minister of Finance has said that there is an increase in the growth rate in the economy. I do not think that there is any increase in the growth rate in the economy. There is actually growth of inflation in the country which is taking place now. It is because of the wrong policies followed by the present government that there is an inflationary condition in the economy. The prices of all the essential commodities have increased. Madam, we have come here to express the views of the people. It is the highest forum. We are the elected representatives of the people. We have to express the feelings of the people. The people are feeling that prices are increasing day by day. Even if you take the price of salt, it has increased 10 times now. This is the actual condition. Apart from that, the government has recently increased the prices of petrol, diesel, kerosene, and LPG. The rate of inflation is also increasing. Madam, the vehicle owners, especially lorry owners, have given the notice for strike. This is definitely going to affect the whole economy. Therefore, I would request the government to reconsider rolling back the prices of petrol, diesel, and kerosene because it is affecting the common man. Mr. Chairman, sir, I stand here and thank the Honorable Minister for bringing this very important bill to Parliament today. I would like to congratulate my colleague who has surpassed herself in her speech today. It was really one of the finest speeches we have heard in Parliament after a long time. She was very patiently heard by everybody. Many honorable members have thrown a lot of light on a very serious subject. Sir, I am not a doctor, but I do understand the trauma which a couple goes through. I was just talking to one of my colleagues about the same thing. When such a bill comes up, it really forces us to think that there is a cross section of couples or human beings who have such difficulty in having a child. I think having a child is one of the happiest moments for any woman in this world. So, I congratulate the Honorable Minister for bringing this bill, but I would like to ask him a few questions and give some suggestions to him. I think this is a very wonderful and one of the finest debates where we have all learned something new today. I would like to ask the Honorable Minister as to how the surrogacy bill and this bill are going to complement each other, because there was one big point which everybody has made and which I would also like to highlight. I am not going to repeat any points which have been made earlier by my colleagues. We all feel that besides the couples who want to have a child, there is a cross section of single persons in this country today who also want to have children, especially the third gender community, and a single father, which I think the earlier speaker talked about. One of the honorable members has clarified that because of the adoption rules 2007, single men cannot adopt a girl, and since they cannot adopt a girl, they cannot get any benefit from this bill. I think this is something which we need to introspect.